Welcome to CoreyPi Insights. We will hear from our customers and partners. I'm here with today's guest, Hyun-Soo Kim, a CEO and founder of Superb AI. Hello, Hyun-Soo.
Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having us today.
Pleasure.
Can you introduce yourself to our audiences?
Hi, my name is Hyun Kim, co-founder and CEO of Superb AI. Superb AI's mission is to enable companies to more easily develop and adopt and utilize AI. And for that, we provide companies with a MLOps solution that enables companies to more easily build computer vision AI. And also, we also provide a vertical solution where companies that don't have any AI or machine learning engineers can also utilize AI.
And you also do the business globally, isn't
Yes,
it?
yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. In growing your business globally, you're likely to have prepared for global compliances. And probably you may need to protect your customers' information and data. I don't know the details, but wondering, what was your first impression about CoreyPi?
My first impression about CoreyPi was that it was a very globally focused company. That was my impression. Not just the fact that the website was very branded, like a US-based SaaS company, but also the product itself. I think it was the way it's built is targeted for global audience. I think it resembled a lot of other successful B2B solutions out there, and that's why one of the reasons why I think us, Superb AI, and CoreyPi resemble each other.
Is there any particular CoreyPi products you prefer?
Yes. So for us, as we provide companies with AI infrastructure, it's very important for us to make sure that clients' AI and data systems are compliant. And for that, I like CoreyPi's DAC and SAC, the Database Access Controller and System Access Controller. For companies that we target, especially companies that are in the traditional sector, for example, manufacturing, or construction, logistics, defense, and so forth, they don't have very good or very sophisticated infrastructure, software and data both. And in order for these companies to adopt AI, that means they need to be able to collect, save, manage, and utilize data. And for us to be able to service these type of companies, especially in the traditional sector, we need to be very compliant in terms of security and privacy. So for us to be very compliant, working with companies like CoreyPi, it enables us to save a lot of time and also deliver a secure product for our clients.
So you have to be quite sensitive, but customized and especially optimized for your business, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Talking about global business, Superb AI is also Y Combinator alumni, isn't it?
Yep.
That was 2019, right? Yeah, we are 2020.
Yep.
So, as a fellow of Y Combinator alumni, what benefits have you seen from being a part of the program, especially in expanding your business globally?
I think during the early stages of our company, being a YC alumni gives us a sense of validation for our clients and partners. We're not just anybody. We graduated from YC. That means we're at that caliber. So whenever we approach new clients, when we do a sales pitch, we always used to start with, hey, we're a YC alumni, and they look at us differently. So that's, I think, benefits of being YC alumni, especially in the earlier stages. And I think as we grow, we get a lot of technical feedback from YC alumni and also YC partners.
Wow.
Not just expanding globally, but in terms of just running a business, how to hire, how to build product, how to sell, how to fundraise. Those kind of technical guidance is very valuable.
Yeah, I think this is very essential to incubating your business at the beginning. But we also need a sincere partner with that. That sounds really brilliant. Yeah. So in that perspective, what would you like to offer to the Coripie, especially as we starting the global business, especially in the U.S. market?
So I'm not sure if I'm at that position to advise Coripie because I'm also a founder trying to tackle that market. But as someone that has been knocking on that market for a bit longer time than Coripie, one advice I have is that the market and the buyer persona, the user persona is very different in the US, Korea, and Japan. So even if Coripie is successful in Korea market, the go-to-market motion, the messaging, everything, it has to be completely different for the US market. For example, our clients in Korea, for example, they prefer a very end-to-end packaged solution where they don't have to do any customization, for example, even if they're software engineers. Whereas US-based prospects or clients, they want to be able to play around with the product a lot. So they want to be able to make changes, control the product, integrate with their own systems, which is very different from Korean user base. So I think if Coripie is aware of that, I think you guys have a better shot at targeting the US market.
Well, sounds like there are lots of work to do. We need to try hard. Thank you very much, and thank you for your comments. It helps a lot, and that's very valuable advice. And probably it comes from your experience, so that has some genuinity as a power to to listen. So probably Coripie, probably there are lots of ways and lots of work to do, but I think we can do that. We can do that.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. It was wonderful to hear Hyun's advice and insights as both a pioneer and customer. Stay tuned for our next episode. We will bring you more interesting stories and testimonials. See you then.